good here from Spinelli, so maybe we'll catch a break.
Yeah, well, that's if Sean's intel is good.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I do.
We will see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's get in tonight. You okay?
I've been thinking about motivation and why people do the things they do, especially men like us.
And?
Theo is an arrogant son of a bitch. But this is more than about a father wanting revenge for his son. His ego is wrapped into it. It may have started with Brenda, right? But now he's got her. He's using her as a pawn because he wants to flush me out. He's making this personal between him and me.
I'm getting impatient. Tell me where my grandson is. No more lies. Who did you give him to?
You listen to me. You psychopath. Do you think that I would ever let a child anywhere near you?
Initially, I think Theo did target Brenda over Alexander, an eye for an eye. He probably thought she had information about how his son died that would take him in a different direction. Doesn't really matter because his motivation changed once Brenda left Rome to come to Port Charles. Once she was under my protection, we were going to get married. Theo's focus shifted. I got under his skin, right? Stakes went up. This became bigger than Brenda.
Could make sense.
Yep.
No, Theo's not used to being challenged. He's not used to coming up against somebody who has as much power as he does.
Right. I remember having conversations, with Theo, and he would say, how arrogant I was. And I guess he wanted to teach me a lesson. He'd drop hints about fathers avenging sons. He was taunting me. He wanted me to figure it out. However this pursuit of Brenda started, Theo's in it now to torture me.
Your husband will not protect you. You will tell me where to find my grandson.
You are delusional. Just like your son was. Your son who just took everything he wanted with no regard for anyone else.
What did he say? Let me explain the situation to you. Your only hope for survival is to help me find my grandson. If you don't, you will die.
Look, what I thought...
It falls into place if you think about it. Showdown between me and Theo. It's not a random thing. Let's take the limo explosion. He was recreating Lily's death. He wanted me to think I had just watched Brenda blow up. Like my first wife.
So he wanted you to suffer emotionally.
He wanted to cut me off at the knees. He wanted to paralyze me so I couldn't function and retaliate.
Which means he knows a lot about you personally.
He does, because he would always talk about how thoroughly he researched me.
Okay, so where does Brenda fit in?
Brenda's a means to an end. Do you understand how much this kills me, that my enemy is using my wife against me? This was not supposed to happen.
So we do what we can. We both should have learned that by now.
I know about ego, Jason. I know how it strips away your humanity. It's all about the win. I know how Theo thinks. And I know what drives him. And the fact that he's got Brenda scares the hell out of me.
If you hurt me, you will die by the hands of Sonny Corinthos, and I think you know that.
You think your husband is invincible, don't you?
I do. Yes.
Your hero. Big bad Sonny Corinthos, is clawing up the nearest wall by now. I just made his darkest, most painful history repeat itself. And this is just the beginning. Soon he will be confined to a mental ward, whimpering for his mommy. He will not come to your rescue.
If you take me to him now, or if you just let me go right now, I promise you, I will make sure that Sonny never hurts you. I can do that. Sonny listens to me.
Don't waste your breath. Your pleas fall on deaf ears. There's no turning back.
Okay.
I'm on this toilet, son of a bitch.
I think I know what Theo is.
Theo finally made a mistake. He took on the wrong guy. I'm gonna crush that piece of garbage, and I'm gonna bring him to his knees. And then I'm gonna kill him, bring him to the other families, so they can see what happens if you dare come after me or my family.
Okay, that's too much info. You said you figured something out. I think Theo thinks that Brenda's baby is still alive. That she gave it up for adoption in Africa, and now she's the only thing standing between him and a family reunion.
So once Theo realizes that Brenda really did lose the baby, there's no reason for him to keep her alive.
Sonny, you're gonna have a heart-to-heart with your son.
Which son?
Michael. But he seems to be doing a lot better than you right now. Any word on Brenda?
No, nothing.
Talk to me.
Do you want to hear what I got to say?
I always want to hear what you have to say.
I don't. First Michael, now Brenda, and I don't feel like I have control.
Waiting's the hardest part, huh?
And I keep telling myself that they're going to find Brenda, you know, she's going to be alive, Theo's going to be terminated. We're going to go off on our honeymoon or do whatever we're going to do. I try to focus, put one foot in front of the other, but the thoughts, they don't stop.
Okay, don't sit here in the dark and drink.
No.
And blame yourself for Theo. Please don't start doing that.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I told Brenda that I was going to protect her, and now some maniac has her, so I don't know, you know.
Yeah, but
obviously it's my fault.
Theo has been fixated on Brenda long before she came back into your life.
But she came back, and instead of putting her somewhere where Theo couldn't get her, I asked her to stay here and marry me. I don't want to lose her.
Hey. Hi. How are you? Are you okay?
Assassin can never be too prepared.
I thought you were just a servant. Oh. Ow.
Servant for now and assassin in training. It's only a matter of time.
Until what?
The blade speaks.
Yes, clearly.
Look, Mr. Big must know by now that I contacted Mr. Corinthos on your behalf. I expect retaliation.
Yes, this is exactly the reason why you need to go back to Sonny right away and tell him exactly what it is that you know and where we are. I mean, I don't think that Theo plans on keeping either one of us alive for much longer.
What? What do you know? Did he tell you something?
I don't know anything. He wants something from me. He wants information.
Well, tell him everything
No,
immediately. He has ways.
Listen, you understand? Your family, right? Or your girlfriend, your dog. Do you have a plan?
I live for my calling.
Oh, okay, exactly. So you live for your calling. You know, and this means everything to you, right? Look, I don't think you and I are that different. I mean, no one's ever really loved me. And I've never really loved anyone or anything until Sonny. And all I've ever really wanted was to be married to him. And something just always goes wrong for me.
Same with me and the blade.
Exactly. And now I'm married to him and Theo's grabbed me and...
I should have never left Philadelphia.
Listen, if you go to Sonny and you tell him exactly where we are right now, he will protect you, I promise. And he'll be kind to you. he could give you a good life.
Okie doke.
What do you...
I guess this is where you tell me I told you so.
Would I do that?
Well, you kept telling me not to marry Brenda, and that, you know, it would end badly, and...
I was afraid for you. Thank you. I didn't want Brenda to hurt you. I thought she'd had an affair and a baby with your son, and I thought if you found that out after you married her, it would destroy you worse than anything I ever had. And I wasn't going to let that happen.
Thank you, I guess.
What I neglected to take into consideration was how much you loved Brenda. And I'm sorry about that. You're going to find her. You're going to find Brenda, and you're going to bring her home, and you guys are going to have the life you always wanted. And I'm going to be really happy for you.
Why so nervous, Jules?
1,000 pardons, mon capitaine. I didn't see you. You startled me.
Nerves are often the manifestation of a guilty conscience. Psychology texts tell us that a full confession often relieves the burden. Is there something you wish to confess to me, Jules?
Do you know for a fact